we talk about Ranguta method, right? So finally, first we talk about explicit Ranguta method, and then we talk about the implicit Ranguta method. And obviously, you know, when you write the table, and if the table table took a special form, then you see that it is uh, explicit Ranguta method, right? So then it's obviously, once you study the special properties of implicit Ranguta method, then that will be reduced to the properties of explicit Ranguta method as well. But just to build up the theory, we did this, we did everything for explicit Ranguta method first, and then we move on into the implicit Ranguta method, which we call as a basic estate Ranguta method, right? So that is what we did in the last class, right? So today what we are going to do is we are going to start the order of the method, right? So you know that even when we talk about Euler method, we talk about order. When we talk about linear multi-step method, again we talk about order, right? So we talk about order of the method several times. So here we are talking about an stage Ranguta method. So now let us try to talk about the order of the method, right? So so right, so this is the initial value problem which we consider, right, always. So let's say that is the initial value problem which is associated here, right? So then you obviously know, right, right? So you know that you consider the time t in between an interval t naught to b, right? Right, so this is constant, right? So okay, so let us have these assumptions, right? We assume that the function f satisfies Lipschitz condition with the Lipschitz condition constant f L, and also let us say that all the partial derivatives of the function exist, right? So you remember, basically that is how we started the Ranguta method, right? So we talk about the partial derivative or derivative of the function f over the interval, and then we talk about how to approximate that by certain things and stuff like that. So we will assume that all the partial derivatives exist for f, right? So that's not a big or difficult assumption, right? So suppose that Also suppose that at Tn, right, the approximated value, right, and the computed value, or the real value and the approximated value, that is the computed value, right? So you know yn is the computed value, which is basically should be an approximation, and ytn is the real value, right? So in this computation, so let us assume that both of them are same, right? So if we assume that both of them are same, right, then you know how do we define the local truncation error, right? Right, so I am using the notation LTE. I used it earlier as well for local truncation error, right? So the local truncation error is this, right? Right, so the local truncation error is the real value minus the approximated value at Tn plus 1 when the real value and the approximate value at T is equal to Tn is same, right? So that is what we have, right? Right, so and then you know what is, how do we define yn plus